Hello, YouTubers. This is Joshua842 speaking. Alright, this is a message to Chief Shadow 1750. Okay, I think I know the reason now. I know the reason why you stopped making commentaries. Because you hated them ever since that Ryan and Danny made a commentary on you.
That wasn't my reason, Josh. That was one of my reasons. But the other reasons were that the commentary bandwagon had gotten so outrageous. And there were plenty of bad commentators out there, like Tubers93. Don't even get me started on Tubers. But the other reason is that hypocrisy can strike even the commentators. The commentators can sometimes find themselves under the sign of hypocrisy. And I don't want to show that in any of my videos.
Also, the fact that, because there's a recent activity that happened to a very well-known commentator, and it's because of butthurt people that, she had to make a new account. What's her name? Oh, right, Raoshitsu, Danny. Her account was false flagged because of butthurt people, and she had to make a new account which is, of course, Raoshitsu Rises. And now we cannot watch her older videos anymore. We can't. Fuck you, people who are butthurt. I mean, seriously? That's why I'm actually a lot more careful with who I'm going to do a commentary on. Lucky for me, you're one of those people who do not know how to flag. Yay! Thumbs up.
And this is why I'm most focused more on reviews.
Okay, first off, that's a stupid reason why you hate commentaries. They were giving you constructive criticism.
I was aware that Danny and Ryan were trying to give me constructive criticism, but there were 3 fatal flaws with the commentary that I found, along with Shadowstar1224 and Wave3436. Number 1, they believed Game Dude's disclaimer, where he was saying that these videos were not meant to be taken seriously. Everyone knows that that's just a lazy attempt to try to get people to think that to stop thinking that he's unoriginal. Number 2, they constantly bitched about my jokes. So what? I was trying to add humor into the commentary. Nothing wrong with that. And number 3, and this was the most fatal flaw, they said that I could not talk and call out Game Dude on his bullshit because I did not play Sonic Next Gen. And my friend Shatzel11 did the exact same thing. He made a commentary on a review of a game that he did not even play. I'm pretty sure you guys heard of Morgan Webb and her infamous Metroid Other M review. My friend Shatzel11 did a commentary on that, and he admitted that he did not play Metroid Other M, but yet he did research, and he pointed out the flaws in the review, and still he does a great job on the commentary.
Yep. Also, I have to say Young Author Adam has also pointed out those flaws as well, but I'm not going to just say much. We're basically saying here is that even Ryan and Danny noticed that they have made the flaws, and they actually said their sorries, and, well, they practically moved on from it as well. That's all I really have to say about it, really.
And secondly, they've made flaws themselves too.
They were aware of that. I was aware of that. Shadowstar1224, Young Arthur Adam, and Wave3436 all pointed out their flaws, and they agreed with it. And they admitted they made flaws in their commentaries. I admitted I made flaws in my commentary. But hey, everybody can be perfectly honest on this.
Also, nobody's perfect. Everyone makes their own flaws. I mean, heck, I've noticed the flaws when I first made before I made the redo version of it, is Testies 125's rant on Sonic and the Black Knight. I was so frustrated with other things that it just I just lost my point. And so I decided to redo the commentary over again when I was, well, calm down. Also, I almost lost my sanity when I did a commentary on Colony One's, well, couples rant. And we all know how that turned out. I my sanity became a humor bag.
And not to mention, I've made flaws in my reviews as well. Ariana here pointed out 2 flaws in my Shadow the Hedgehog review, and I've learned from those mistakes.
Actually, you learned them like a lot before you noticed my commentary. I've noticed that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You've noticed them pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I was a little slower. I just had to say that.
That's okay.
So what? So why are you so upset about them?
Maybe it's because that people like Meta527 II keep bringing up the old commentary that's getting on my nerves. A lot of people are getting really sick and tired of seeing that commentary everywhere they go. I'm getting sick and tired of people bringing it up to me.
Also, I'm already sick and tired of people bringing up the whole you and the Joshua and me drama. I mean, seriously, why can't we just let it die? I mean, okay, here's what I've noticed. When people want to, like, get attention or something like that, people like Just Some Random Geek 2 would, like, when they notice that the drama is slowly dying out, they would jump in and point fingers. But, like, pretty much you're a blind warrior stabbing the good guy instead of the bad guy. How does that work if you're going to just jump into the bandwagon just to make things 10 times worse?
Oh, yes. Also, there's also another thing. Why is it that you won't even let go of that grudge?
Again, it's because of people like Meta527 II keep bringing up the old shit that I'm trying to let die and move on from it.
It's stupid of you to even have to hold that grudge against commentaries. I mean, really. It does. I mean, seriously. It's stupid of you to even hold grudges on commentaries.
Correction. He used to have a grudge against it. But it's, again, there are people like bringing it up, frustrating him. You should know, because you're frustrating Slap Happy Gamer with the hacking bit.
Here's an advice I can give you. Put your past behind you!
I could say the very same thing about you, Joshua. I could say the very same thing. You're telling me to put my grudge behind me when you yourself have actually kept on bringing up about the fact that you keep accusing Slap Happy Gamer of hacking you, and you won't let that situation die.
Also, ouch, ear rape. That really hurt. That's why if I want to scream, I would actually try to move away from my recording and then scream. That way it won't be so loud. But yeah, owie, poor ears.
Ear rape comes unexpectedly.
Yep.
Ugh! You're such a stupid, lazy, good-for-nothing recolor.
Pot calling the kettle black much? Really?
Oh my god. That's why. It's like that particular part is the thing that I laughed at more. If it wasn't like it's nighttime right now, I would laugh really loudly.
I would not blame you. You're cute. Well, let's bring up the fact. Yes, I admit, my characters are recolors. I will not lie. But here's the thing. I don't care if they're considered recolors or not, because I focus more on backstory and personalities. And let's be frankly, Josh, your character is indeed a recolor. Even if it had to come from somewhere, even if you edit out to the point where it's almost nothing like the original base, people will assume that you're a recolor, just because you use something to make your character.
There's one little tiny problem with that. He never made his sprites.
Ah, that's
that
right.
sprite we're seeing right now in front of us, well, it was made by my friend Metal Gear Blaze. Now, the old sprite we see from the olden days, it was made by somebody else as well. So pretty much, Joshua, you're not a true spriter. If you are supposed to be a spriter, actually, I don't know. What is that something that both me and Chief Shadow here did? Oh, that's right. Make an effort in making your own sprites. Stop being so freaking lazy, because you admitted that you are lazy, and actually put effort into editing your own sprites. Don't rely on everyone else. God.
And don't say I'm a hypocrite, because I am not a recolor.
Irony in that statement.
Also, I have to play this clip.
Ahem. If I had $1 for every brain you didn't have, I'd have $1.
And I agree 100% with Sub-Zero.
Yeah. All right. Joshua, you have no idea how big of a hypocrite you are. You're accusing my character of being a recolor. When your character, even if it was made by somebody else, it's still a recolor. So that's signs of hypocrisy right there.
Now, seriously. Ugh. Also, no seriousness, dude. Others also kind of gave you constructive criticism along with that commentary of yours.
If you're talking about your commentary on my review of Inspector Gadget, there was only one thing that I will consider constructive criticism, and that was the whole John Brown situation. And that's where I put the annotation with the explanation on why I said that part. But other than that, 90% of the video was just me reviewing the movie and you agreeing with some of the things I said about the movie, and you made some lazy jokes, and you barely said anything constructive about my video. Unlike your nostalgia critic commentary.
Yeah, and I have to point something out very badly. You know what's the funny thing I've noticed? Both you and the nostalgia critic did a movie review on his favorite movie when he was younger. He started being all butthurt towards the nostalgia critic, but he was so friendly and kissing up to you because you said a lot of positive things about the movie. I love the smell of hypocrisy in the morning.
And also, Joshua, didn't you say that you're a fan of the nostalgia critic, but yet you you pointed out that all those things in your commentary on his Inspector Gadget review? I know it's okay to disagree with one thing, but seriously, if you're saying that the nostalgia critic sucks because he made that one review, that's kind of contradicting your opinion on the nostalgia critic.
Yep. It's just like saying that, I like Twilight when I hated a lot of things about it. It's like destroying my opinion about it. And by the way, people, stop voting for that fucking movie!
Oh,
you stupid fangirls!
God. Oh, don't get me started on that.
Oh.
One commentary is not going to kill an entire franchise, like you said before.
What?
Joshua, I said in my commentary, one game does not kill an entire franchise, not one commentary. You're misinterpreting things again.
Yep, just like you misinterpreted me when I was trying to help you with your theme song thing. You also misinterpreted Midnight Prime. You're also misinterpreting every other people that we say, and blah, 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 blah. You know, Joshua, you said in your little shabix, oh, yeah, YouTubers, you have completely ruined me. It's because of you. I lost a friend that was close to me because you misinterpreted things I say. When it's clearly you're the one who's misinterpreting everything everyone else has said. Even especially your own friend here, who used to be your friend, who wanted to help you and actually give you my opinions about the theme songs and how you can, find better ones.
Exactly.
Ugh. So here's an advice for you. Get this thing off your chest and forget about everything. And if you can't, I might as well just yank it out of your brain, even if it makes you bleed.
I love the sense of maturity right there, Joshua. Really, I try to forget about it. I try to move on, but idiots won't let it die. That's the reason why I still hold a little bit of a grudge of commentaries, but not as much as I used to.
And I just have to say this. Aren't you one of those people who hates giving out death threats? Joshua, you're contradicting yourself again. Because you're doing a death threat right now.
Not to mention, you're saying forget about it, about my grudge, when you yourself kept bringing up the Ariana drama and the drama that you and Slap Happy Gamer had.
And now you're bringing up Chief Shadow's drama. I mean, what the fuck, man? Are you trying to piss everybody off? I'm serious, this stupid rant of yours is goldmine for all commentators. Even Al Entertainment pointed that out, and I 100% agree with him. Oh, God. Joshua, how much of a fail can you be? Just, wow.
Ugh. Seriously, I have to get this off my chest, people. I mean, this is stupid. This is even more stupid than you people keep saying that I'm not improving, which of course I am.
I wouldn't disagree with that. Because the only thing you improved, well, quote, is a little bit of your stuttering. We barely hear the stuttering, but everything else is a pile of shit. You also copy other jokes from other people, like that punch me in the nut. Barney, you made punch me in the nut Shadowbeck. Also the surprise, how's that for a twist?
And not to mention the congratulations, would you like a cookie from Rashutsu?
I mean, everyone said that cookie thing. Okay,
Yeah, I know.
Okay, how popular is cookies? I just have to say it. But in all seriousness, Joshua, if you want people to respect you and see, oh, you're improving, make effort. Do not be so lazy. Stop stealing from other ideas from other people. And also, don't steal any artwork as well, because you stole this from me, and now have to make a new version of Melody's Workshop all over again. Thanks to you, idiot.
That's even more stupid. Ugh. Alrighty, now that I got that off my chest, I'm about to say this. Without further ado, this is Joshua E428 signing off.
What's up? I know a lot of people did a subject about this topic, but I think I am too.
You think that you are too? Wow, this is just sad. Okay, you are doing the topic. You don't need to say, I think I'm doing it too. Which you're already doing it. This is just sad. Very sad. You know, you really do need to write a script whenever you do like certain rants like this. Regardless, I don't use scripts, but at least I'm getting my points across. And also, I can just edit things out here and there. Not that hard to do.
Sonic couples rant. First up is going to be the Sonic couples that I support. And ones I don't support. Now, maybe on this, I'm not going to get to that Yaoi or Yuri pairings. Or the Sonic hentai. All I can say to those is ew. And people who make up that stuff are just sick-minded.
Oh my god. Okay, what is wrong with Yuri and even Yaoi parents? What is wrong with that? It's a matter of a person's opinion. And the fact that you called everyone who likes Yaoi and Yuri, which by the way, I'm one of those people, sick-minded? You're sick-minded for just calling everyone that, because it's a matter of a person's opinion. Do you even know where those ideas coming from? People in real life that actually, well, are Yuri or even Yahweh people. In other words, people who are gay and those who are lesbians. Want to know how they came to be? Well, so let's just say there's this guy that just doesn't really have any good feelings towards women anymore. And he actually feels that he's more attracted to guys. In his opinion, he loves, like, his own gender, like, guys, a lot more than girls. While this other girl doesn't really have the same attraction with guys, but has a lot more attractions to a girl. So she is attracted more to girls than the male. It's a matter of a person's opinion. You need to learn to accept other people's opinion and understand where they're getting at. Come on. Are you saying that there shouldn't be, that everyone needs to be like, well, straight? Oh my God. If you're thinking about that, then you're sick-minded for doing that. I mean, do you notice that there's a lot of people who, like, are those that are lesbians or gay, that people that just get killed for just having their own opinion? That's just sad. Very sad. There's even bi people who have that issues as well. And if you don't know what bi means, it's a person who is attracted to both male and female genders. I should know, I'm bi-curious, and Kunayuki is bi. I'm just saying.
Well, let's start out with my number one favorite couple in the Sonic series.
Place your bets, everybody!
Well, as you guessed, is Son Amy.
Bingo! We got a winner! Would you like a cookie? In all seriousness, I can obviously tell just by watching one of your videos. Especially since you already mentioned a couple of things in, the Amy rant.
Now, as you guys know, I'm a big Son Amy fan. I'm a big fan of Amy Rose, and I like Sonic too. And pairing these two together makes sense. Amy likes Sonic, duh. And Sonic has shown signs in the games that he does care for Amy.
Not every pairing needs to make sense. Regardless that the whole Amy and Sonic does make sense, but in reality, these are fan, and I quote, fan pairings. In other words, what the fans like. In other words, they don't need to make any sense. Here's some examples. And I'm sorry to do this to you, Joshua, but I have to use you as an example. And also Chief Shadow, because I sensed something between one of his characters. Okay, let's just say that people like the idea of Chief Shadow, aka Ryan the Hedgehog, and Alice the Hedgehog as couples. That's what they like. And yes, it sort of kind of makes sense. And I forgot what's the girl that Joshua had paired up with, Shavik, but that's one of them. And also, there's other people made like other ideas. Has some other ideas that they look good together. Maybe, Melody and Shavik? But my point is, they don't need to make any logical sense. It's a matter of a person's opinion. So, you need to learn and understand that people have their own opinions and they stick by it. You cannot, not accept a person's opinion. When you do that, you become butthurt to people. I mean, really? Why? What is wrong with accepting other people's opinion? Really?
And I also like this pairing because they would just seem just to go together really well. To me it seems like the only canon couple. And by canon I mean that Amy is his closest female companion. Because they've had the longest relationship, because he's known her since Sonic CD, so he's known her longer than any of the other females that are in the series up to this date. So yeah, Son Amy is my favorite couple in the Sonic series. And there's another couple that ties with it, but I'll get here into them in a minute. Here's another couple I support, is Sonic and Sally. Now, honestly, I like Amy and Sally, and I don't like the ongoing war, between the two pairings, because to me it seems pointless. Sally only exists in the comic books. Why can't some of you other Son Amy fans realize that Sally's only in the comics? And you Son Sal fans only realize Amy is in the games. Well, of course she's in the comics too, but still. Sonic and Sally makes sense. I really like the pairing. I really like Sally Acorn, and they just had a lot of connection together on SatAM, and they do on the comics as well.
That I can understand, because let's face it, if you have read the Archie comics, they actually have like a relationship with each other. And they used to be boyfriend and girlfriend. But they broke up. But in the future years, like both, there's two different alternate futures, but I don't remember which is which. That both Sonic and Sally got married. And they have the kids, Sonia and Manic. So, I can give you that. Even the Son Amy thing, too.
That's all I can say on that pairing. It's really good. Here's another one that I like that is actually tied with Son Amy. Silver and Blaze. Honestly, this pairing is just awesome. Like, they seem to go together really well, just like with Sonic and Amy. I mean, Silver's like out there, and Blaze is always, quiet and stuff like that. And plus, they both have the same kind of powers. He can move things with his mind. She can control fire with her mind. So, in a way, even their own powers match up with each other. And they did show feelings of signs of liking each other in Sonic Next Gen.
Now keep this in mind. These are fan pairings. Fan pairings. It's what the fans like. In other words, Sega didn't say that both Blaze and Silver are actual couples. Same thing with the whole Amy and Sonic. But there have been signs of Sonic and Amy being together. Of actually being officially boyfriend and girlfriend. But still, Sega didn't actually open up and actually say what actual couples actually happened. Really? They didn't. So, think about this. This is supposed to be a fan pairing. In other words, what the fans like.
So yeah, Silver and Blaze is an awesome pairing too, because I like both characters. Here's another pairing that I support, Shadow and Rouge. This is my second favorite pairing, because to me, I actually like this better than Nux Ooge. I mean, Rouge actually shows feelings towards Shadow, and Shadow shows feelings towards Rouge.
I actually support that as well. Both the Son Amy, the Sylvaise, the Shad Rouge, and even Shad Amy. To be honest, I'm thinking I'm more of a Shad Amy fan other than the Shad Rouge fan. I don't know why. I think they look really cute together. And also, there has been some signs of Shadow liking Amy, even though you only see it once. But let's just face it, even only one time, they can still give fans that I like the likes of that, the idea of that pairing. They don't need like any more signs in order for a fan to actually like the idea.
Like in 06, he actually shaved Rouge when she got attacked by that thing. He ran up and saved her.
Dude, you need to elaborate a lot more on what you're trying to say about the whole Rouge and with whole Shadow saving Rouge. Okay? You can't expect everyone to know about Sonic Next Gen. Really? You can't. I already know what you're talking about, but but not as much, because there's like two things about that. There's one when Rouge got attacked by one of the robots and Shadow saves her. And then when she gets attacked by Iblis and Shadow goes and checks and see if she's okay. Pretty much, he warned her to don't touch the Chaos Emerald. And everyone made fun of the, don't touch that thing. I'm just saying, you need to elaborate a lot more when you're trying to say, if you want to, like, well, you know what, let's continue this video.
And since Rouge and Shadow are the evil counterparts to Amy and Sonic, it does make sense.
How are Shadow and Rouge, Shadow and Rouge, be anything but an evil counterpart of Sonic and Amy? Please elaborate! Rouge is not even a hedgehog! Come on, she's a bat! A bat! Amy is a hedgehog! A hedgehog! Sonic and Shadow I can understand about the whole counterparts bit, but Rouge and Amy? Ah! You need to explain a lot better on how they are evil counterparts of each other. In other words, elaborate a lot more. Okay? Give out examples. God damn it.
And yeah, and there was also a line in Next Gen where Rouge says that no matter if the world is against you, know that I'll always be by your side. Something like that. But yeah, these two, and they're always together in the newest games. Like in Free Riders, on a couple of cutscenes, Rouge was like, the two of us can handle this just fine. Like they just rely on each other and try to help each other through things. So yeah, that's why I like this couple. And I also forgot to mention that on Son Amy as well, but oh well, Shadow is a good couple. Another one I support is Nuxouge. Now, I'm starting not to like it as much as I do Shadow Rouge. Nuxouge is okay. I really like seeing them bicker a lot. We can honestly say that Rouge likes flirting with Knuckles, just to get things out of him. Like, to get either certain reactions out of him or to get questions and answers out of him.
There's more to that. If you pay close attention, if you read, Rouge's profile or even pay close attention in Sonic Adventure 2, she actually has a crush on Knuckles. A crush! In other words, she actually really does have feelings for Knuckles. Again, there's that other hint. Sega actually mentioned that Rouge actually has a crush on Knuckles. So that's why she flirts with him. And also just to irritate him as well. Okay, as quoted from the Ask the Sonic Heroes, the fact about Knuckles and Rouge's relationship is the same as Batman and the Catwoman's relationship, per se.
'cause Knuckles can be, a ditz at sometimes, but I still love Knuckles. He's like an awesome character. But yeah, Nuxuge is an okay pairing. I wouldn't openly support it. Not that I'm bashing the Nuxuge fans, but Nuxuge is okay. I just don't support it that much. Here's another couple I'm okay with. Tails and Cream. Now, I really don't like Cream the Rabbit, and Tails is my favorite character, but I can see where people get this. They're both little kids, and since Tails is the youngest guy character, and there's no other female in the series to match up, Cream is the obvious choice. So, pairing the two makes sense, and seeing how Amy and Sonic are to get, seeing how Sonic has Tails, and Amy has Cream, yeah, that could work. So, yeah, I'll support Tails Mo too, but I'm not doing anything on Sonic X or anything.
Why not? Because Sonic X is also part of Sega. In other words, Cosmo is part of the Sonic series. So, why not say anything about Cosmo and Tails? Why not? Also, actually am more supportive to the whole Cosmo and Tails bit. Because, seriously, in Sonic X, you actually notice, there's a lot of signs of Tails actually liking Cosmo. In fact, in the original Sonic X version, the Japanese version, at one of the episodes, when Cosmo goes to sacrifice herself, Tails actually admitted that he loves her. So the whole idea about Cream and Tails, they don't have any signs of actually liking each other. They barely even talk to each other. I'm sorry, guys, who loves Tails and Cream pairing, but I don't see any signs. But I'm just saying it's a matter of a person's opinion. But I'm not going to bash on the couples anyway. They are cute. I do have to admit, they are cute. They look cute together. But again, I'm still saying that the pairing doesn't need to actually make sense. But if it has to, I would say Cosmo and Tails are more sensible than the whole Tails and Cream. But again, the pairings doesn't have to make any logical sense. They don't. It's a matter of a person's opinion. Someone prefers Tails and Cosmo, and some other people prefer Tails and Cream. Oh my God, Cream and Cosmo. Okay, you know what's funny? They both start with C's. So I'm messing up my tongue here. But again, it's a matter of a person's opinion. You need to understand to actually, respect people's opinions.
Now, so yeah, Tails and Cream, I support. Here's some of the couples that I don't like and really don't make any sense to me. And I know I spelled couples wrong, but I was in a hurry while I was typing. So yeah, LOL. Here's one of the ones I hate the most. Shad Amy. Why? I just cannot understand this pairing.
Again, a matter of a person's opinion. Please respect people's opinion. Please. I'm begging you. Please.
It just don't make any sense to me. Shadow shows no connection or no feelings towards Amy. That conversation they had in Sonic Adventure 2, all it was she wanted to help out the crew, so she convinced Shadow into helping everyone. And then Shadow just remembered Maria and then after that wanted to fulfill Maria's wish. They had no connection.
Oh, really? Did you pay any close attention to the actual cutscene? Let's watch this cutscene, shall we?
when they leave me behind. Look, it's Shadow. I really gotta stop whining. Everyone's trying their best to help out, and so must I. Shadow, we need you. Please help us.
It's all going according to plan. There's no reason for me to help them. Besides, there's no way to save anyone.
There has to be. I know that people fight over the most trivial things. Some people may be selfish, like the professor said. But they're basically good if they try their best and never give up on their wishes. They always have a reason to be happy. That's why you should help them out. Saving them is a good thing. Shadow, I beg you, please do it for them. Give them a chance.
Shadow, I beg of you, please, do it for me.
Maria!
For all people who live on that planet, give them a chance to be happy. Let them live for their dreams. Shadow, I know you can do it. That's the reason why you were brought into this world. Sayonara, Shadow, the
That's what I
Hedgehog.
promised her. And I must keep that promise. That's what Maria wished for. I've got to go now. I have to keep my promise to Maria and you.
In that cutscene, Shadow said, and I quote, "I gotta go now. I have to keep my promise to Maria and you." He referred to Amy because what she said reminded him of Maria. In other words, Amy here has some sign of resemblance. Even her own personality reminded him of Maria. So, hello, this pairing does make sense. Even though, with fan pairings, they don't need to make any logical sense. It's a matter of a person, what they like. When Rouge, in Shadow the Hedgehog, when Rouge like, I hope he's okay, Amy's like, I'm sure he is. She actually is like, she feels that she knows that Shadow will be alright. And yes, there's some hints of Shad Rouge in there too, if you pay close attention to Rouge. I mean, come on, let's face it, there is some hints of Shadow liking Amy. You just need to look a little bit harder. And you need to, like, pay attention to certain things. Like about the whole Sonic Adventure 2. There are hints here and there of of characters liking each other. And that is why the fans likes the idea of Shadow and Rouge, and the Shadow and Amy pairing. I love it. They look cute together. And let's face it, Amy is a little bit like Maria. Not kidding. She is a bit like Maria in her own little bit way. So it does make sense. She has like a Maria qualities. So in other words, the whole Shadow and Amy, they do make sense. But again, fan pairings doesn't need to make any logical sense. Now let's get back on track.
At all. He was just like, okay. Yeah. And I really don't see how this could work at all. And I hated how some Shadow Amy fans make Sonic seem abusive to Amy to make her like Shadow. Honestly, that's retarded.
Oh, don't make me repeat myself, mister!
And I just don't see how it would make any sense. I mean, Shadow is supposed to be like this dark figure, and Amy's supposed to be like this girly girl. How is that gonna mix? Like, I just don't see them together.
Maria's a girly girl, and Shadow likes her!
Rouge is the obvious best choice here, so Shad Amy is a stupid couple. Don't make any sense.
I am trying so hard not to repeat myself, and I'm trying to respect your opinion, but your comments are not helping me here.
And also, there's Sonalise. Honestly, all I gotta say, this romance was creepy. And all I have to say is bestiality. I really don't like this pairing because I fucking hate Princess Elise. She's took Amy's moments away. Now, I know I'm not trying to sound like an extreme Son Amy fan, but really, Elise is just pointless in the first place. And I also do not support Sylvamy. It does make a little bit more sense, but I just don't know why. I just don't support it. Here's another couple I don't like either. Son A, Sonic and Blaze. I honestly only think Sonic and Blaze is just there just to so Blaze can replace Amy. Like, Son A's is just there just to replace Amy. That's pretty much all I see this couple as.
There's more to the whole Blaze and Sonic being paired up than replacing Amy. Let's face it, Blaze does have the same, kind of like a similar gameplay. And yes, they bicker a lot. But again, it's a matter of a person's opinion. I mean, come on, everyone likes the idea of Blaze and Sonic being paired up. They thought it was really cute. Come on. You need to expect other people's opinion and understand that these fan pairings are fan pairings. In other words, what the fans like. They don't need to make any logical sense. Don't make me repeat what I just said. I will actually have to, I don't want to repeat my little example again. I really don't. But if I have to, I will make a different idea examples. Like, for example, I had this going on with my series because I was thinking of what the fans may like. Okay, you know about the Chenana, right? My thing with Chen the Hedgehog and Ariana AKA? Well, because of the future is not always set in stone, there's other pairings besides Ariana and Chen. Because, well, let's face it, we don't know what's going to happen to them in the future. In the RP that me, Sinks the First, and even Awesomeness, which by the way he changed his username on Blue Hog Gaming Studios, we did a little something where Ariana's husband, Chen the Hedgehog, was murdered by Lorak. And she was paired up with Sinks the Devil Hedgehog. Now personally, I love this couple as well. Because honestly, from the way I see it, Sinks actually has some actual same exact qualities that Ariana's attracted to. That Chen actually has. I don't remember exactly what they are, but it's exactly what Ariana's attracted to. The same exact personal qualities. Like personality qualities. And then, when me and Chow Chick did, Ariana and Sid. Sid the Wolf. I think that's what it is. Yeah, Sid the Wolf. These guys were paired up because Chen Det was murdered. But this was an alternate story. In the alternate future, which Ariana changed, Sid became Ariana's adopted son. Yeah, really hard to explain right here. But again, it's a matter of a person's what they like. I like the pairing of Sinks and Ariana and Chen Ariana. Some people may like the idea of Ariana and Melody because they have they've known each other since forever and since the day Ariana met her. And they actually shown a lot of likeness, lesbian likeness of liking each other. And then there's Sada. Let's face it, she's bi, and she can be attracted to any male and female. But What I support the most with the whole Sonic being paired with anybody else, which this one makes a logical sense because this is actually true fact. Sana and, oh my god, please tell me I got his name right. Sinus, I think that's how you say his name. That clone of Sinks. I swear I cannot say it backwards. Now he is an actual obvious choice because Sana and Sinus, they actually showed a very likeness and even became boyfriend and girlfriend in the series. And this is actually very likable. And there are some people who prefer Jet and Sana better. But again, it's a matter of a person's opinion. What you need to learn is expect other people's opinions and also recognize fan pairings. Fans. What the fans like. Meh.
I like Blaze and I like Sonic as characters, but it just don't make any sense. Sonic shows no feelings towards Blaze. Now, true, he did save her in Sonic and the Black Knight. After you defeated her and she almost falls into a fire pit. That doesn't count either, because we all know Sonic's character. Sonic would have did that if that was any character. He would have did that even if it was Rouge or anybody, because that's just the kind of guy Sonic is.
I'm just going to point the fact there that Blaze in the Sonic and the Black Knight is not Blaze. This Blaze is Percival. And, well, Percival may look like Blaze, but that's the whole purpose. Because in Sonic and the Secret Rings, the characters were changed and to look like one of Sonic's friends. On purpose. So Sonic will feel a little bit more comfortable with his element. You see where I'm getting here?
So, yeah. And in the Sonic Rush games, all they did was basically argue. In the first one, he had no idea who the hell Blaze was. And stuff like that. And she just wanted him to stay away from her and stuff. So, I don't see how these two can make a connection. I just see them kind of more as rivals and every now and then friends every now and then. But other than that, the couple makes no sense to me.
Please rewind this video because I am not repeating myself.
And here's another one that I really hate. Sonic and Rouge. How could this work? They have nothing in common. And throughout the course of the games, I've only seen them talk a very, very rarely amount of times. And you're going to say, oh, but Rouge flirts with Sonic. No. Sure, she does it in certain games like Sonic Chronicles and stuff. But she only does that just to make Amy mad. Obviously, you can tell. Like in Chronicles, when you first meet Rouge before she joins your team, she does that to make Amy jealous. That's pretty much the only reason. Sonic shows no sign of liking Rouge at all. The only time they talk, or ever hang out for that matter, is just to get a mission done together. They're just like, oh, let's just get this done and over with. That's pretty much all I see that as. Other than that, I really don't see any connection with both of them. I mean, Rouge, as I said with Shad Amy, is kind of like a dark figure. Sonic is like a heroic person. So, I don't see how these two could compare. It doesn't make any sense. And also, with Sonic and Rouge, there's Tails and Rouge. This one is pedophilia. Rouge is 10 years older than Tails. Tails shows no signs towards Rouge. And Rouge shows no signs of liking towards Tails. She's just like, hey, or something like that. It don't make any sense. And just because she kissed him in Sonic X, that wasn't a real kiss. She just used that for her advantage. Like, really, this couple just really stupid. And also with Nux Amy. How... This don't even make any sense. Okay, sure, Amy I could see liking Knuckles as a friend. Because she has worried about Knuckles in the past. A couple of times on Sonic X and stuff. But she only does it because that's the kind of person Amy is. She cares about her friends. And she did in Sonic Chronicles. But that doesn't mean she likes Knuckles like that. Knuckles shows no signs of liking Amy at all. He's just a person that will just stop by just to say hi to her every now and then. That's it. Other than that, he has no connection to her. And she has no connection to him. Sure, they're friends, but like he's just a person that just says hi to her. And that's pretty much it. And lastly, here we have a what the fuck couple, Sonic and Cream. What the fuck? Like, why would you pair these two? Sonic is 16.
Wrong, sir! Sonic is 15! Okay, people, you guys need to do a reality check and actually look up a lot more about Sonic, because Sonic is not 16. In fact, it mentions in Sonic and the Black Knight that Sonic is 15. Shadow is physically 15. Tails is 8. They actually give you how old they are. Please pay close attention to your games. Or even any other information. Because really, I still say that Rouge is 17, actually. Not 18. But it's a matter of a person's opinion. But it's fact. I'm stating facts here.
Cream is 6. It don't make any sense. Like I said with Knuckles and Amy. Every time Sonic sees Cream, he's just like, oh, hi, Cream, what's up? We're doing this adventure or something like that. And then Tails or someone else saying, Cream, are you okay? Do you want to come along? And then she just joins you. That's pretty much it. Sonic shows no feelings for Cream at all. Of course, Cream's barely even shown in the games because of how little use she has. But anyways, Sonic and Cream makes no sense at all. Just, And also, I've also seen people pair up Eggman with Cream. And Eggman with Cream, Eggman with Amy, and Eggman with Rouge. Amy despises Eggman with a passion. Cream and Eggman, I couldn't see that. Rouge don't like Eggman. She only uses him to get stuff off of him. She only helps him just so she can have the emeralds to herself. No. But overall, the Sonic couples are okay, but you people really need to find better reasons for why you place the couples the way you do.
They don't need to. You want to know why? These are fan pairings! In other words, they don't need any logical sense. They don't need logical sense. I know someone who actually paired up with Shadow and Duke Devlin from Yu-Gi-Oh! Come on! Dude! You're supposed to be a Sonic fan, right? Aren't you familiar what fans do? What fans like to do? They don't need logical sense! They even did the same thing with Kingdom Hearts. They paired some people up like how they like and what they see. For example, again with examples. Roxas and Axel. Sora and Riku. Riku and Kairi. Sora and Kyrie sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. Come on, Colin Lee. Recognize these things. These are fan pairings. In other words, they don't need logical sense. And with the whole Eggman thing, I do agree that is scary. Ugh.
You don't just place couples and it not make sense. It has to make sense. And those Yali and Yuri couples, those are disgusting. Sonic hentai is the grossest thing I've ever seen. And you people are just sick-minded for doing that.
Must not repeat myself because I really don't want to. I'm dying here!
I'm done. Goodbye. Have a nice day. And I'll see you all in the next video.
Hey there everybody, this is Chief Shadow1750 here, and I'm trying a video game review.
By the way, nice introduction, Chief Shadow.
Now you may be wondering, why haven't I done a video game review in a long time? Well, it was mainly because I didn't have my own gameplay footage. But thanks to an idea by Shadow11, I'm going to be doing my first ever video game review. So what is it going to be on? It's not other than Shadow the Hedgehog for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube. Now you may be wondering, what are my voices and opinions about this game? Well, if you know me, then you would know. But for those who don't, let's dive right into the review.
Haha, you used the pun! But there's one, but here we go, we got a flaw here. You're playing them, the background sounds a little too loud, so we could barely hear what you're saying. Here's a tip for you. Turn down the video itself some little volume, so that way we can still hear at least some music, but we can also hear your voice. That's what truly matters. We need to hear your voice so we can understand what you're saying. Really, it's not that hard to edit like those kinds of videos like that.
Discovering the secret of my past will be nearly impossible. I'll take those odds.
Don't let their rockets get away!
Shadow suffers from amnesia and can't remember whether he was created to save the world or carry out the orders of the Black Arm, led by Black Doom. The truth to his past lies in the Chaos Emeralds that he needs to collect.
Like I said, turn down the video's footage's sound so we can understand what you're saying. I could barely make out what you're saying, Chief Shadow. Please tone down the video, the footage itself, or even the music down, so we can hear what you're saying. Please, we want to hear what you're saying about this game. Really.
Along your journey, you will encounter good and bad guys who will try to convince Shadow to help you. Shadow can follow the mission from the heroes or villains, and the path he chooses will alter the storyline, unlock new levels and cutscenes, and lead him to one of the multiple endings.
I think you're right. I feel it. They're up there. That's where the answers are. I've got to get to that comet.
The story will go on accordingly depending on which objective we complete. It can be annoying that the opposing side character will try to convince Shadow to follow that mission you don't want to follow. Just pay attention to your chosen character and you should be okay.
I do agree that is annoying for having a side character like nudging you and having you use one mission that you don't want to follow. Really? You know who's more annoying to do that? It's Vector! Seriously! Let's go find the computer room! That was very bad. Yeah. Please ignore that.
That's another mission. Let's show them a good time. There's just one more. That's all of them.
So in closing, The multiple storylines lead to more options and more hours of gameplay.
Look out and be careful.
He was created.
Oh boy, right there you really, yikes. Okay, what did that say right in there? We can barely make out what that title, what you're going to talk about next. We can't see it. We really can't. For you wanting to do text, you want to make sure that everyone can read it. In other words, change the coloring. White is not always a reliable color. You can always do red, pink, if you want to use pink, blue, or any other colors. Xiaoxi does the same thing, and she has some issues with it. With every single background, it's always hard to see your text. So please, next time when you make a video game review like this, make sure that your followers can read the text. In other words, change the text color. It's not that hard to do. I am assuming that you're using Movie Maker, because I use Movie Maker myself. It's not that hard to change the coloring of the text. Really, there isn't.
As the ultimate life form.
Shadow the Hedgehog's gameplay consists of running to the end of the level as fast as you can, but it also has the concept in play in the form of missions. The main playable character is indeed Shadow. With the second controller, the second player can control the supporting character. The supporting character will travel with you with tips and encouragements.
The pieces are coming together.
The game offers different weapons to choose, guns, swords, or even these in the environment that Shadow can use. And don't get me started with those people who bitch. Shadow can also hop into vehicles. Well, that's not much of a bonus, since Shadow is already moving very fast. Plus, having the same thing can get stale and repetitive. You have one of three options. Follow the path of the hero to find answers for yourself, or fall to the dark side. Many missions will require you to kill the army in the level. This is a tough adjustment at first for Sonic gamers. It's your choice, but racing through the levels can make the game very short. Your actions will determine the outcome in one of the many storylines the game has. The game will also let you use the Chaos Power. The Power of Good will grant you Chaos Control, which lets you warp at fast speed and can freeze time in the boss fight. The Power of Evil will allow Shadow to unleash Chaos Blast, which creates a huge explosion that wipes out everything in a 20-yard radius.
I just want to say one thing. Chaos Blast is awesome! I just have to say it!
The choose-your-own-adventure style gives the game huge replay value, and that's definitely a huge positive. The game's controls feel smooth and doesn't seem like it goes all over the place. Depending on which side you take, all the enemies will attack you, which kind of makes sense when the storyline comes into play. Camera, while at times can feel a bit weird, but it's still fine to deal with.
Chaos Blast!
Please rewind this video because I am not repeating myself with the text.
With the levels being dark and urban, or bright and psychedelic, they fit well into the universe of Sonic, as they filled with speed ramps, loops, springs, and other assortments that will rock its shadow like a pin.
Also, please rewind the video to hear about the whole volume thing, because I am not repeating myself on that one either. Let's just continue the video, shall we?
I did encounter times where there was a slowdown or a camera glitch, which aren't a huge problem, and overall the action stays consistent with the stuff on the screen. It's fun to choose the story path, and it rarely affects the game in a cohesive way.
And more dangerous.
Shadow. Don't touch the red
sound effects are the same typical sounds you hear from the previous Sonic game. Voice acting is actually decent to well done. Some characters are voiced very well.
Shadow, thanks for your help earlier. Actually, I need to extract some data from the Pokemon database.
Oh, Shadow! Fancy running into you here! There's got to be some kind of peculiar power source that's keeping these ruins afloat. Find it and destroy it!
Hey, Shadow! You saw him too, didn't you?
Shadow, this way. The experimental monsters are in here. They're on a rampage. Please, you're the only one who can protect the ark.
Some others were okay, or decent.
Hey, Shadow, look at this. Eggman collected rings from all around the world and has built this theme park.
Oh, you think those black creatures are somehow connected with that comet?
Well, this isn't Shadow!
In my honest opinion, Jason Griffith was great as Shadow, as he shows darkness and tone for Shadow.
I take orders from no one. I do as I decide.
Well, I'm not here to save you. Thought you might say something like that. How about a little friendly competition? Don't waste my time. Get back here.
Enough said.
Take them out using homing attacks.
The music has a dark feeling and fits the atmosphere very well. It also has some charming pieces as well.
I think the elevator will let you get up.
As for the themes, they were awesome to listen to. In my honest opinion, I Am All of Me fits Shadow perfectly. The song itself fits the whole game in 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
Now, he's on a quest to discover his true purpose.
The final verdict is that this was a well-done game, and fans should be pleased with Shadow's debut. I strongly recommend this game, and it's one of the most underrated games that I ever played. It's fast, fun, and it also has retained the elements that make the past Sonic games great. And the multiple directions in the story will take you in will give you a lot of fun to lose a lot of hours searching for the Chaos Emerald. Smooth controls, fun gameplay, massive replay value, and great concept shines for Shadow the Hedgehog. And that's saying something. If you don't like it because of controls, gameplay, etc., that's okay with it. In my honest opinion, give this game a solid 5. My final rating for Shadow the Hedgehog is 9.7 out of 10. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you liked my first game review. Chief Shadow 1750, out of